Hello friends, how are you doing? My name is Atanude. Welcome to my YouTube channel B2M, Beginner to Maestro. In this particular video, I am going to discuss about decision making and loops. Decision making means checking condition while execution of the program, and actions are taken according to the conditions. Decision structure evaluate multiple expression which produce either true or false as outcome. You need to determine which action to take and which statement to execute to get the output either true or false. This is general form of typical decision making structure. If you pass input here and it will check the condition, then if it is true, it will execute the code under the condition section, otherwise it will go out of the condition if it is false. If non-zero and not null value present in the condition, then Python programming language assume them as true condition. If 0 and null value present in the condition, then it is assumed as false. There are mainly three types of decision making happen. Number 1, if else, number 2, if else, and number 3, nested if. Let's take an example of if else. For example, we have a variable called temp which is containing value 200. So now I'll write a if condition. If temp is equal to 200, then it will print 200, else it will print 100. So now outside of the if, you have already mentioned a variable temp which is containing 200. Now if you run this code, then this if statement will execute and it will pass. Now this condition will execute. It will not go in the else condition. So for the other case, like you are changing this value of temp by 300. So now once this code will execute, it will fail here. So now it will redirect to else condition. This time this will be printed, 100 will be printed. Now I will explain why it is executing the else statement. Equal to means is a comparison operator, whether a particular value equal to with the other value or not. So now outside of the if statement already we have temp equal to 300. Now we are checking whether 300 is equal to 200 or not. So for this purpose it will give the false statement. So once it is false, so then it will not go within the if condition. It will pass directly to the else part. Now we will see the example of if, elif and else statement. For example, we have one variable called temp1 which is containing 200 value and another variable called temp2 which is containing 300. So now if you write if temp1 is equal to 200, then it will print 200. Elif, another condition you can pass temp2 equal to 300. So now it will print 300. Else it will print 100. In this code, this if condition will be executed first. If this if condition is true, then only this print statement will be executed. Otherwise it will check elif condition. If it is true, then it will execute this print statement. If both the condition fail, then it will come directly to the else statement and only this print statement will be executed. So for this example, the output will be only 200 because outside of the if already we have mentioned temp all equal to 2. So at first this condition will be executed and it will be true, only this part will be executed. It will not go elif and else part for this example. You can write more than one elif condition in your code. If you have more than 2 or 3 different conditions in your problem statement, then this if, elif and else statement will help you. Nested if indicates one if condition within another one if conditions. For example, if condition 1, now within that condition 2. So now here you can write else statement also, and outside of this if you can write another else statements also. So if condition within another one if condition, this is called nested if. As I mentioned in the list tutorial, we will see the use of membership operation when we will learn if else statement. Here we will see an example. For example, we have a list called a equal to 1, 2 and 3. So now the condition I will write if 2 in a, then it will print present, else it will print absent. So for this case, this part will be printed. So output will be present. So now if you change this two value by another value 4. So for this condition, so it will only execute the else part because 2 is not present in the list A. So that's why it will print this absent for this condition. Loop means execute a block of code iteratively for multiple times. Loop operation also check iteration conditions before execution of the block of code of the loop section. Here if you run a loop, it will be iterated until the condition is false. In Python, there are mainly 3 types of loops are available. Number 1, while loop, number 2, for loop, and number 3, nested loop. Let's take an example of while loop. For example, we have a variable called temp is equal to 5. So now while temp greater than or equals to 1, then it will print temp, and after that I will reduce temp by 1 in every iteration. For this example, output will be 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Every iteration the temp is reduced by 1 until or unless it's less than 1. Now we'll see example of for loop. For I in range of 5 print I. So here range of 5 means it will give a range of 0 to 4. So 0 to 4 means 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. These 5 values range it will provide. So now if it pass range, so every iteration it will pass this value one by one within I, and this I will be printed. So now output will be 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now we will see how to use each element of a list using for loop. For example, a list A is equal to 5, 10, 15, 20 and 25. These 5 elements we have. So now for I in range, so we have already seen the range operation. Now len of A. So len of A which will give you 5. So range of 5 we have seen in the earlier example. So now if you want to print I and another print statement will give you A of I. So A of I means it will give you every element of the list. So here I will contain 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So now once this 0 will put it here or here, so now it will be A of 0. So in A of 0, so it will give you the result 5. So now for this for loop, the output will be like I0, AI 5, and in another iteration I1, A1 is equal to 10, so on and so forth. Nested loop is same like nested if condition. One loop within another loop. Now I will explain break and continue statement using a single example. For example, we are considering two different variables C1 and C2. We are assigning 0 value to each of the variable and we are assigning these values before starting of the loop. Once the for loop is started, now every iteration these two variables are updated by one value. So which is indicating by this statement. Okay, so now it is checking so whether the condition 1 like C1 equal to 3 or not. If it C1 equal to 3, then it will execute the continue statement, and if C2 equal to 4, then it will break the loop. So now at the end, so it is outside of the condition and this print is executing. Okay, print is like passing I value, so I is coming from this place, right? So now the output will be here, output will be 0 at the first loop. It will not enter here and not enter here also, because at the first loop the C1 value will be 1, C1 value will be 1 and then C2 value will be 1, right? In the second iteration this value will be changed, this will be 2, this will be 2 and the output will be 1 because I is starting from 0, right? So next iteration this value will be 3, this value will be also 3. So now it will come here and it will pass the condition and continue statement will be executed, and it will again go to the for loop without executing the rest of the operations. Okay, so now in the next iteration the C1 will be updated by 4 and C2 will be updated by 4. Now it will not execute this condition, it will only execute this condition. Now break statement will be executed and it will break the loop. It will not execute this line as well. Rest of the line will not be executed after executing the break statement. In the next video, I'll come up with try except and list comprehension.